So they finally come out and say it. Oh my goodness. So in a clip that I saw online, thanks to CBS News, you have Gayle King, who is calling out the Republicans, right? Because during the Trump rally, you had, Tuberville, or whatever his name was, who was talking about blacks are the ones committing crime. All of them are doing it, and they don't deserve reparations, and all this bunch of, this fragility that's coming out. A lot of this anti-black, racist rhetoric that many of these white ignorants spew, right? Especially to their base, especially very well known in the Republican Party. So Gayle King goes on to describe what reparations are, what he's talking about, what he's referring to.
One Republican senator not up for re-election this year is facing outrage over comments that critics call overtly racist. We're talking about Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville, who used to be head football coach. Now, you heard the word reparations there. The NAACP defines it as financial recompensation for African Americans whose ancestors were slaves.
She then goes on to say that Democrats are not in support of reparations, but that Joe Biden is in support of studying them.
Now, the Democratic Party does not support reparations, though President Biden has supported studying the issue.
Now, make that make sense. How do you have a study on reparations if you don't support what they're studying? Does that make any sense to you? That's a hustle. You're going to say, yeah, I'll do a study on reparations, but I don't support reparations. So then it doesn't matter what the study concludes because you don't support reparations, what they're studying. Well, that's great because as a black American, as I've said before, we don't have a party. We are politically homeless. The Republicans have made sure to let us know that they are for the party of white Americans. That is who they are for. That is who their interests involve. Democrats have come out and said, hey, we are for the party of white liberals. That is who we are for. We do not care about black people. If anything, we are looking to substitute black vote with the Hispanic vote or the Latino vote. That's who they are for. That allows us, black Americans, black people, to come together, to unite. Either we create our own party or we focus on an independent candidate and we run someone ourselves. Because our interests, in this country, our interests are like none other in this country. No one else has the same history with this country as we do. Our needs, our grievances, our obstacles are exclusive to us and us alone. So I don't expect a white conservative to understand what is going on with the black community. I don't expect the white liberal to understand or even concern themselves what's going on with the black community because that is not their issue. Their issue is to their people, their allegiance. We have got to focus on our own. And I've been thinking as far as how black people became so successful and became so independent regarding when there was Jim Crow and slavery and whatnot, when there was actual, just blatant and overt racism in the street, all right, where it was legal. Because now they say it's not legal, but behind closed doors, we see what's happened as we saw with the LA Council. And that is, it brought unity. You couldn't go to the white-owned grocery store, so you had to create your own grocery store. You couldn't go to their schools, so you had to create your own schools. It brought about unity and it brought about us building our own. And that is exactly what we need to do. Until they have shown to be non-anti-black and in fact pro-black American, then they don't deserve your vote. They don't deserve your vote whatsoever. Black Americans have come forward and said, hey, an issue on the table for us right now is reparations. That's what we are for. Democrats have come out and said, we don't support that. We'll give you some study, and that's exactly what they have done this entire time. They've given us symbolism. We're talking about qualified immunity. All the BLM that the white Republicans tried to malign and belittle and deride, right? What we were concerned with was qualified immunity. That's what the whole point of the George Floyd Policing Act was about. What did they give us? Signs, memorials, right? Standing on one knee, Kente clause. That's what they gave us. So it's time for us to grab our own, all right? Because no one else cares. So we have got to focus on that. We have got to build, organize, and plan a strategy of attack. And one thing that is crucial you have to understand is that not all skin folk are kinfolk. Just because they look like you and you expect them to think like you, right? You expect a black face to be pro-black. Well, Republicans and Democrats have shown us that is not the case, that many of these people are blacks for hire. And so best believe you're going to have some agents and spies within the community. That's fine. But we need to have some agents and spies within their communities. That's what needs to happen. We need to infiltrate the Democrat Party. We need to infiltrate the Republican Party and see what they're up to so we can use it to the benefit of us. Now, here's the thing. It's not about not voting at all, because that is foolishness. You don't take yourself out of the game. You just build up a plan of attack to play the game differently. This is exactly what the white ignorants have done since history. They don't ever take themselves out of the game. They don't remove themselves out of the game. They just change the rules of the game to fit their narratives, to fit their interests. So instead of voting for this party or that party, no, we're still going to vote. But it's going to be for a candidate that is pro-black, that has our interests at heart. And if it's of neither of those parties, well, guess what? Those aren't the only two parties. And if need be, we don't find anything, we create someone. They create candidates for us to vote in. All right? You get a choice of who you want to choose, but the decision of who you're choosing is up to them. 100% moving forward, and I think we definitely can do that. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not I believe Lucas, I just don't agree with reparations, okay? I'm a white Republican, okay? I'm a white liberal, and I just don't agree with that. I think it's horrible, all right? That's what I'm saying. Or if you don't believe, that's fine. That's cool. We don't need you to agree with it. We can do stuff on our own. We'll make this pop. We'll make it lit without your assistance, okay? Just as we've done since the beginning of us being in this country. Either or. If you happen to disagree with this video, you're more than welcome to call in during Disagreement Day, which is typically held Friday through Sunday. There'll be a number on screen. You call in, we duke it out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe. All that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing.
Now, the Democratic Party does not support reparations, though President Biden has supported studying the issue.